Have you ever had a phone call from somebody that you didn't expect, an email that is asking for things that are making you concerned, a text that comes that says you owe somebody money, something jump out at you that makes you kind of nervous about your money and about what is going on? It's very important that you get educated to make sure that we're not making mistakes when it comes to these scams that can be out there trying to affect you and take advantage of your good heart, really.
Well, and being naive. Because, the sophistication now of scammers is just incredible. Like let's say that you do business at a particular bank. Well, they can get through their phone system, they can call you and it shows the bank's phone number.
Yeah.
So, the certain bank number comes up, it says it's a certain bank, and they say that they need you to do this or whatever. Well, you have no reason to question that.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you're involved in doing something they want you to do to allow them to steal your money.
Right, exactly.
And there's just so much of that going on. A report that I read, it was at the end of 2025, and it said that 2025 set a new record for reported people that had theft through some sort of a scam or a network thing that happened to them, and it was just terrible. And a lot of it, they said, goes unreported because people are embarrassed.
Right. People think, well, I don't want people to think, my family to think, my colleagues to think that I was fooled,
Right.
So I just won't tell anybody.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful. I think the best piece of advice that I ever got was at a fraud prevention workshop. Somebody from the FBI was talking. Best piece of advice I ever got was if you're ever contacted out of the blue, even if it's by somebody saying they're a bank or somebody you do business with.
Health provider. Doesn't matter.
Are you ever contacted in a way that you weren't expecting it? Number one, you weren't expecting it. And number two, they reach out to you asking for personal information. The best thing you can do is hang up, look up the correct contact information, and then call back.
Or go there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But stop however you got reached out to, and then you go back through verified, trusted channels and sources, because that's a way where you think it's the right number, but if it's not, it's somebody who's taken over a number or whatever it is. Same thing with an email. Very important to be very careful. And I don't know of anything, Victor, that has to be solved in that 30-second phone call.
No. And now with the artificial intelligence that can be developed, they could have a recording, or I don't even know if you call it recording, but they can have a audio of a family member that you would swear is your family member, and they're being detained or they're being kidnapped, held for ransom, whatever, and they're at school, they're at home,
right.
They're wherever they normally are, and this is just a pure scam. Now, I don't think this is my own personal, non-professional opinion. Well, I don't think that they're tough enough on scammers.
I don't think so either.
No, I mean, put them out of business and don't ever let them, in the public again.
Right.
Because it's just a terrible situation. And I've read all these things about what to do, what not to do. So now, if somebody calls me on the phone and, if they say, "Is this Victor?" Well, if they knew me, when I said hello, they knew it was me.
Right,
all right. If you call me, you don't have to say, "Victor, is this you?"
No, I don't.
You'd recognize my hello.
You're what's going on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so, but if they do that, I won't answer the question. Because a lot of times, supposedly according to these scam reports I've read, is they're trying to get you to say yes.
They want that word
Yes.
is a sample of your voice.
Absolutely. And they want to then use it and have that yes to where they're going to do something to you and you were in agreement with it because you said yes.
Right. You think about on the phone or whatever when you call to verify that it's you, to verify a transaction, they hear your yes.
Yeah.
They might be trying to take that to use it against you.
Absolutely.
You have to be careful. If you ever feel like you're in an unsafe situation you're not sure about, slow down.
And make one of 3 phone calls.
The police,
That's one.
your family member that's trusted.
I think I was going to go with the FBI.
The FBI, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the other one?
Us.
Yeah, you could call us.
Yeah. And just simply say, what do you think about this? Whether you know us or not, we'll give you an opinion. Now, I won't say yes, when
And
you
we'll
ask
tell
if
you
it's
to call
me.
the FBI.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But, we had a gentleman come in here, smart guy.
Yeah.
Really great person. He was a longtime client. He still is. He and his wife are alive and well. And he came in and he said, I need to withdraw $14,000 from one of my accounts. I said, okay. And, they were on a regular monthly income. So this was a little, I said, oh, are you taking a big trip or something? No, I bought a car. And I said, really? And his wife, she just rolled her eyes because he's a car guy.
Okay.
And he, they were an older couple. And I mean, he's subject to have 3 or 4 cars at one time just because he liked them. But he was saying, yeah, this is a phenomenal deal. It's this, this, and this. And he described the car. And he said, I think it's worth between $22,000 and $24,000. And I'm buying it for $14,000. So, it didn't dawn on me right then. This has been several years ago. And we set up for him to get an immediate withdrawal. The money was sent to him. He then went and wired the money. Now, he had never seen the car, but he'd seen a lot of pictures of it.
I see.
And he wired the money, and I just so happened, it went through my mind, I don't think this is legitimate. And I called him, and I said, you know what? That's a scam. And sure enough, but he was very fortunate, the wire that he sent was able to be retracted because
that's
it was
amazing.
within a certain period of time, and normally it can't be. But the FBI,
Within hours or minutes.
yeah, the FBI did get involved.
Wow.
And it ended up that group of people had cars for sale all over the country.
Really?
One car after another, and none of them were legitimate.
No, they were selling Hot Wheels.
Now, my granddaughter, she has an account with a social media platform, and it got hijacked.
Oh, really?
Somebody took it over and started selling cars under her name and giving a story as to why she was selling her car.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it took several months to get that taken down.
You can't be too
No,
careful. I
not
think that's
today.
the bottom line.
Yeah.
Know what you do. Don't get rushed. Be careful. Be aware. Be alert. FBI even, they'll do like free classes and workshops and things like that occasionally.
Yeah.
Give us a call at any time for anything. Please, our number is always open. Our door's always open, whether you're here in Cincinnati or you're across the country. 513-984-5999. Having a happy retirement means you're not getting taken advantage of.
Absolutely.
So be careful. Thank you for joining us this week on the Happy Retirement Show. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Start building a more secure future for you and your family. Take the first step toward financial clarity by scheduling a no-cost, no-obligation consultation with Grayhurst Wealth Advisors. See if we're the right fit for you by scheduling a consultation. Call us today at 513-984-5999 or click the link in today's show description to get started.